welcome to part 2 of vlog number 6. I'm just going to jump straight in and I'll see you in a sec. Cafe's right here, so as soon as people are like ordering their food here, people can't get past. It's just not quite working the way I want it to. And just going up here, I feel like it's quite built up and it feels as though you can't access the church this way when actually you can, and you feel like you have to go all the way through here to walk all the way around into here, when that's not necessarily the case. I also don't really like this wall here. I need to research why this is gated. The church, when I spoke to the church, they basically said there isn't just volunteers just to keep an eye on it or stuff, but I think I need to research this better. But I think breaking down this wall will really just open this space up and influence people to go into this lovely green space. So that's my plan going ahead. So this is just some marks to explain what I was just on about. So this is what it looked like before. So the aim of this part is very cultural, religion, nature and community. So this is the beginning of this idea, and this is where I want to do more detailed site design. So this is what I was talking about when it came to paving, using the darker paving to influence people to go this direction. So I still think over here it's too narrow, but I need to go talk with the church again, because I don't know whether people are still laying there, as in like gravestones and stuff. So I didn't want to pull it out in case. So that's definitely something I need to research a little bit more to develop that, because I feel like we've opened this up now and it's looking great, but then it's conflicting over here. So that's definitely something I want to improve on now. And this is just a slope I was mentioning, and these are the sort of beds I want into Dormant Square. And I think having little like a one there, it still has space for disabled vehicles to pass through, but I feel like it begins to influence people to go to this direction. I think already by breaking down some of these walls, I think it allows for the overspill for the cafe. People can sit, so I've made these beds quite big, these bits quite big, so people can sit on these, as you can see there, and it allows for the overspill. We've got that green space, so we're not getting rid of the green space, because I do think it's important in that space, but just giving the space breathing space, and also just on top of the St John Centre here, there was nothing going on this roof, nothing important. It was just a plain roof, flat roof, so why not put some greenery up there? I wanted to hide some of these walls. I am thinking about putting some green wall on this one as well, and like I said, mention that one there, just because it's not a nice facade, and I think if you're coming out of Age UK, or even just to like have a little step outside for a sec, yes, you can go around there, but that's the first thing you look at. So I think greening that wall is quite important, and also these walls here I want to green, just because they're quite dominant, and they have nothing to break it up, so I think softening it will be quite nice. So this is the garden of rest that I was speaking about. So I wanted to introduce some flowering, because when you go to a cemetery for a loved one, you put flowers down. So making this into a flower garden, I think, will be nice. And now people have the play area aspect up there, so they're not lacking that anymore. but we're catering to everybody's feelings, so people can still enjoy the space, because it's not your typical cemetery. It doesn't look like a cemetery. It just looks like lawn. So I think it's still a lovely place for people to sit, and I think already breaking down like that hedging that was there and that gate, I feel like it already opens it up. People can sit around here. If they don't want to sit here from the cafe, they can sit and have a proper picnic. Or I've left this space green, just a plain lawn for people to put picnic blankets down. And in the summer, people love sitting here to have something, a bite to eat. So I think that's I don't want to take that away. I think it's just a matter of fact, just designing the space to better suit everybody. And people can access through here is much more opened up. People know by the movement of the paving that they can enter through this way. And I think the way I've designed, it's almost made this church like a really grand landmark. So moving on, I think I'm going to look at revising this specific area, and then I'm going to look at obviously the plants that I use, what would be appropriate and stuff. I think I'm going to look at the colouring of this. I think it's a bit too much, but I still want that essence of like brightness, because it's lacking in the area. Also not too sure on where the food bank and these pop-ups are situated. I feel like I need to explore that a little bit, and also look at how the children could be a part of the urban planting and stuff. So, and then obviously looking at Dormant Square, like I said. So I think that's the next thing going forward, but it's definitely developed a lot since the last time I spoke to you. So that's it for vlog number 6. If you've made it to the end of both of these videos now, you're a trooper, and thank you very much, and I'll see you next week. Bye.